tune in with the body. If you've had a hectic day so far, maybe just take this time to come back to yourself. Tilt your head to the right and reach the left arm out to your side to find a stretch along the left side of your neck and down your arm. If you'd like a little bit more here, take your right hand to the left side of the head and apply a little bit of pressure to bring the right ear closer to the right shoulder. And you may feel a little bit more of a pull down the side of your neck. Hold for a deep breath in and an audible exhale out. And then we'll switch, shifting the head so the left ear draws toward the left shoulder, reaching the right arm out to your side to find a stretch along the side of the neck and down the arm. If you'd like to take this a little further, bring the left hand to the right side of your head and apply a little bit of pressure, guiding your ear closer to your shoulder. Keeping the breath steady. Inhale deeply. An audible exhale out. Then lift the head back up, but open the eyes if they're closed. Interlace your fingers, clasp your hands together, start to roll out your wrists. You can start this movement isolated to the wrists, and then incorporate the arms and the shoulders, maybe even swaying the spine side to side. Shake out your hands all together. Then cactus your arms, roll your shoulders back and draw your chest open. Gaze up, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, draw the arms together, round your back, bring chin to chest. Inhale as you open the arms, draw the chest forward, gaze up. Exhale, round the back, bring arms together, chin to chest. Keep this going, moving in time with your breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Come back into neutral. Rest the fingertips lightly on your shoulders. With your inhale, twist to the right. As you exhale, twist to the left. Then start to pick up your pace as you twist in time with your breath. Start to slow it down. Coming back through center, relaxing the arms by your side. Uncross the legs, set the feet a little bit wider than hips width. You can place your hands behind you for support. Then knock your knees to the right and then to the left. As you do this, you can add in a little twist of the torso, maybe gazing over your shoulder behind you. And then going to the other side, just to find a little bit of movement through the lower body. The next next time the knees go over to the right side, bring the legs into two 90-degree angles. We want to create 3 points from the ankles, knees, and hips. Then fold over the right leg. You can rest your hands in front of you for support. No need to force it, just be where you are, focus on your breath. With your next breath in, lift up, come back through center, and we'll roll over to the left side. So resetting the legs in two 90-degree angles. Fold over the left leg without forcing it. Just find a place that's available to you and focus on your breath. With your next inhale, come back up through center. If you're facing the side of your mat, turn to face the short end of your mat. And bringing the legs together, hands can start at the backs of the knees. Sit back until you feel your abdominals engage to hold you in place. Then lift the legs so shins are level with the mat and we find boat pose. Option to keep the hands behind the legs, or you can relax the arms by your side. If you'd like a little bit more of a challenge, extend the legs. Focus your gaze on one spot and we'll hold for 5 breaths. The shoulders relaxed. One more inhale. And exhale, bend the knees, lower the feet down. Good. Come and lie down on your back. Keeping the legs bent, rest your arms by your side. You want to just about be able to brush the heels with your fingertips as we set up for bridge. So bring the feet a little bit closer to you if you can't quite reach them. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press through the heels, squeeze the glutes and tuck your tailbone under as you lift the hips. So the focus here is on strengthening the glutes. Continue to press through the heels. If you like, you could roll the shoulders under the back and interlace the hands underneath you. Holding for 5 breaths. If you notice that the knees are starting to open out, keep them in so they're parallel. Final inhale. With your exhale, slowly roll down the back. Good. Bring the knees into the chest and start to rock and roll forward and back. Building momentum each time to work up into a seated position. Keep the knees bent, place the hands behind you. You can either have the fingers facing the side of the mat or turn the fingers to face the feet. Press through the hands and feet, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, just like we did in bridge, squeeze the glutes, tuck the tailbone, lift the hips up. Trying to bring the hips level with the knees and the shoulders. Option to gaze down the length of your body, or you could tilt the head back, gaze up. As we pause here in reverse tabletop. If you have a tendency to hyperextend your elbows, keep a softness in the elbows here. Keep pressing through hands and feet, holding for 2 more breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower the hips back down. Good. Then you can either swing the legs around or cross your ankles and roll over your knees to come through to tabletop. Our hands in position. Setting the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. With an inhale, arch your back, open your chest, look forwards for cow bring chin to chest. Inhale, arching the back, open the front of the body. Exhale as you round, opening the back body. Keep this going, moving in time with your breath. One more inhale to cow pose. And exhale to cat. Come back to tabletop. Reach the hands forward. Sink the chest down to come into puppy pose. Without forcing it, just find a place that is available. Sometimes it can help to bend the elbows a little bit and lower onto the forearms. You can either forehead or your chin on the mat. Pausing for the next 5 breaths. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, ripple forward. Come and lie down on your belly. Bringing the forearms to the downward sphinx. Elbows are under the shoulders here as you support yourself and open the chest. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. If the lower back is feeling a little sensitive, you can internally rotate the thighs a little bit to help broaden the lower back. And for some people, this really helps. Reach the right arm out to the right side and roll onto the right side of your body, stacking the legs, resting the head on the mat. This might be as far as you'd like to go. If so, stay here. If you'd like to go further, bend the left leg and place the foot behind you so that you can roll more weight onto the right shoulder. And we'll pause here. Just letting the right side of the chest open. Roll back through center. Reach the left arm out to your side and roll onto the left side of the body. Stacking the legs, resting the head on the mat. Option to stay here, or you could bend the right leg and place the foot behind you and roll more weight onto the left side. Pause and steady your breath. Roll back through center and press up into tabletop. Spread your fingers wide, grip the mat with your fingertips, tuck your toes, hover your knees off the mat. Keeping the spine neutral, gaze down to relax the head and neck. And we'll pause here, letting the heat in the body build. Keeping the breath steady as you press through your hands and your feet. Take a deep breath in. With your exhale, push back to downward dog. Option to stay in stillness, or you could pedal out the legs. And look forwards, take baby steps to the top of the mat. Bending the knees to make this more accessible as you come forward into forward fold. When you're here, you can keep a bend in the knees. Option to hug the backs of the legs. And relax your chin to your chest. Take the tension out of the back of the neck.
releasing. Round your spine with an inhale, slowly roll up to stand. Just taking your time to stand vertebra by vertebra. Then coming into Tadasana, set the feet hips width, relax your arms by your side, roll the shoulders down the back. Ground out through your heels and lift up from the crown of your head. So it becomes a very active and aware standing position. A few rounds of sun salutations now to warm the body. Inhale, lift the arms, lift your gaze. Exhale, gentle bend in the knees, fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway, hands can come to thighs for support. Exhale, step back to plank. Option to lower your knees here. Pause and hold for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, moving slowly with control. Knees could always come down. Untuck the toes, keep the hands close to the lower ribs. Inhale, lift the chest for cobra, rolling the shoulders back. Exhale, push back to down dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, you could step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to stand up, lift your arms, lift your gaze. Exhale, return to Tadasana. 2 more rounds, a little bit quicker. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step to plank. Modify if you need. Hold for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. This time you could take cobra or roll onto the tops of the feet, extending the arms to come into upward dog. Exhale to down dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to stand up, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, Tadasana. Final round. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, step to plank. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to find your back bend of choice. Exhale to downward facing dog. Inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to stand up, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, return to Tadasana. Inhale, bend the knees, sit the hips back for chair pose and reach the arms up. If you notice that as the arms lift, you start to arch your back. Close the space between the lower ribs and the hips to bring the spine into more of a neutral position. And shift the weight back through the heels a little bit more, sit the hips down. Inhaling position. Exhale to fold forward. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale to step to plank. Hold your pose for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to find your back bend of choice. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Keep the hips square. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Spin the back foot open slightly. And reach the arms up for warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Squaring the hips to the front of the mat. If it's quite challenging to have the back heel grounded like this, you could always lift the heel and turn the foot to face forward for high lunge. 5 breaths here. Inhaling position. Exhale, step to plank. Pause for a breath a chair pose, making any adjustments you need to find a neutral spine. Then exhale, relax your arms by your sides, straighten your legs, return to Tadasana. Inhale and lift your arms, bring the palms to touch. Exhale, bend to the right, sway the hips to the left to counterbalance. Inhale and reach your arms up. Exhale and bend to the left, swaying the hips to the right to counterbalance. Inhale to lift back up. Exhale, bring hands to hips. Step the left foot back and ground the heel, keeping the legs straight. Roll the shoulders back, puff up the chest. As you exhale, fold forward, hinging from the hips to come into your pyramid pose. There's always the option to keep a slight bend in the front knee. Option to keep hands on hips or bring hands down to a set of blocks or the mat. As you fold and pause here. Lift the chest halfway, turn out the back foot so the heel is in line with the middle of the back foot. Right hand can rest on your leg, left arm reaches up as you turn the chest open for Trikonasana. Option 2, gaze up to the left fingertips as you pause here. If the hips are starting to stick out, tuck the tailbone, draw them in. So as if you could imagine that your right foot, head and hips are all in one line, pressed between two panes of glass. Pause for a breath in. Exhale out. Look down to the right foot for balance, lower the left hand to the inside of the foot or a block. Turn the back foot to face forward and ground the heel. Inhale, reach the right arm up, turn the chest open for Parivrita Trikonasana, a revolved triangle. This can be quite challenging, so it's helpful to squeeze inner thighs together and focus on pressing through the feet to engage the legs. Inhale in position. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. Step the back foot further back and bend the front knee lower down into low lunge. With an inhale, reach the arms up, bring palms to touch. And sink the hips down and forward so you're looking to feel an opening through the front of the left thigh and the left side of the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, bring hands to the inside of the right foot, tuck the back toes to lift it. Open out the back foot and sink your hips toward the right heel. Option 2, stay as you are with the left foot flat to the mat, or you could spin the foot open so toes point up and you press the heel into the mat for Skandasana. If the balance is there, bring hands to prayer. And we'll pause for 5 breaths. Inhale in position. Exhale, turn to face forward and step to plank. Pausing for a breath in. Exhale, lower through Chaturanga slowly with control. Inhale, coming through to your back bend. It could be Sphinx, Cobra, or Upward Dog. Exhale, push back to down dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Then slowly with your inhale, round your spine, roll up to stand, finding Tadasana. Bring hands to hips. Step the right foot back, keeping the legs straight. straight, the heels are grounded, so it's a slightly shorter stance. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open the chest. As you exhale, hinge from the hips to fold forward, coming into pyramid. Option to keep a slight bend in the front knee. Hands could stay on hips or come down to a set of blocks or the mat. Pause here. Lift the chest halfway, turn out the back foot, line the front heel with the middle of the back foot. Left hand can rest on the leg or a block just in front of the foot. Right arm reaches up as you turn the chest open for Trikonasana. Keeping the body pressed in between those two panes of glass. Option to turn the gaze and look up to the right fingertips. Gaze down for balance low, the right hand down to the mat or a block. Turn the back foot to face forward. With an inhale, left arm reaches up, turn open to the left side for Parivrita Trikonasana. Squeeze inner thighs together, press through the heels for stability. Focus the gaze on one spot. Inhale in position. Exhale, left hand comes down. Step the back foot further back, lower down for low lunge. Arms up as you inhale. Allow the hips to sink down as you open the front of the body. And we pause for 5 breaths here. Inhale in position. Exhale, hands come down to the inside of the front leg. Tuck the back toes, lift the knee and open out your foot. Sink the hips toward the left heel. And you can either stay here, keeping the right foot flat to the mat, or you could spin the foot open so you press the heel into the ground and the toes come up. Option to bring hands to prayer if you're feeling well balanced. And we pause in Skandasana for the next 5 breaths. Inhale in position. Exhale, turn to face forward, step to plank. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga with control, keeping the elbows close to the side of the body as you lower down. Inhale, come through to your back bend of choice, draw the chest forward. Exhale, come back to downward dog. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, step or jump to the top of the mat. Find forward fold. And we'll pause here. Perhaps this time, if you're feeling a little warmer, you could hold onto the backs of the ankles and draw yourself a little deeper. Relax the chin to the chest, lengthen the back of the neck. Inhale, round the spine, roll up to stand. And turn to face the side of the mat, step the feet wide. Turning the toes out, bending the knees to sink the hips down for goddess pose. Hands could rest on thighs, or you could cactus the arms and open the chest. If you notice that the knees are starting to roll in, keep them out so they point in the same direction as the feet. And we'll let the heat build as we pause here for 5 breaths. Inhale in position. Exhale, extend the legs, relax the arms by your side, turn the feet in parallel.
Hands can come to hips. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale as you fold forward, hinging from your hips.
Then bring the hands down to a set of blocks or the floor. And walk your hands over to the right leg. Folding over the right side. Finding a little bit of a side stretch down the left side of the torso. Pause and hold. Then walking hands over to the left side, folding over the left leg. Finding a little bit of a side stretch for the right side of the torso. Walk the hands back through center. And lift your chest halfway. Turn the feet out. And bend the knees, sink the hips down into Malasana. You may find that you need to shorten the distance between your feet, but everyone is different, so you can experiment. As the hips come down, the heels may start to lift. This is absolutely fine. You can place blocks underneath or maybe a rolled up blanket. An option to keep the hands on the mat for support. You can bring hands to prayer heart center. Roll your shoulders back, open your chest. Pausing for 5 breaths. Inhale here. Exhale, we'll slowly stand up and step to the top of the mat. Separate your feet a little bit wider than hips width to have a bigger foundation. And shift the weight into the left foot, hug the right knee into your chest. If you struggle with balance, you may want to go over to a wall now so that you have some support. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right knee. Reach the right arm back to twist. And when you feel steady, slowly shift your gaze to look to the right. Maybe even turning the head all the way around to look to the right fingers. Press through the left foot, lift up from the crown of the head, stand tall. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale, slowly release. Turn to face forward, lower the right foot down. Pedal out the legs if you need to reset. And then shift the weight into the right foot. Hug the left knee into your chest. Ground down through the grounded foot. Stand up tall. You can always hold onto the wall if you need. Right hand comes to the outside of the knee. Left arm reaches back to twist. And when you feel balance, shift your gaze to look to the left. Going slowly as you shift your gaze, as this is normally why we lose balance. Continue to stand up tall, lift from the crown of your head, keeping the spine long as you twist. Hold for one more breath in. Exhale out and release. Lower the left foot down. Bring hands to hip creases. Gentle bend in the knees as you fall forward. And step back to plank. From your plank, lower the knees down to find tabletop. Extend the left leg. Keep the toes on the mat. Then stack the left hip over the top of the right. Reach the left arm up to find a modified side plank. For some people, they will feel more balanced creating a kickstand with the right leg. So you open the leg out slightly, and you may find that that gives you a better support. Focus on pressing through the heel of the right hand, lifting up through the right side of the waist as you reach the left arm up. Take a deep breath in. Press Press the left foot into the mat. As you exhale, lift up and away from the mat. Rest the left hand on the leg. Reach the right arm overhead. Coming into gate pose. Finding a stretch down the right side of the body. Pause for a breath in. Exhale, return to our modified side plank. Then lower the gaze, lower the left hand down, return to tabletop. Second side, extend the right leg, keep the toes on the mat, then stack the right hip over the left, turning the body open, reaching the right arm back. If you'd like a little more support here, create a kickstand with the left leg, then focus on lifting the side of the waist up as you press through the left hand. Pause here. Take a deep breath in, press the right foot into the mat. As you exhale, push the floor away, lift up. Rest the right hand on the leg, reach the left arm overhead. Finding gate pose, lengthening the left side of the body. Pause for a breath in. Exhale out, come back to our modified side plank. And return to tabletop. Slowly lower down to your belly. And relax the arms by your side. You could start by resting the forehead on the mat. When your breath is steady, begin by lifting the legs. If this is already challenging enough, option to stay here. If you'd like to take it further, lift the arms, head, and chest off the mat to come to Shalabhasana, Lotus pose. Strengthening the back of the body as we lift and hold. Take a deep breath in. Exhale out, slowly lower down. Good. Push back to tabletop. Bring the big toes to touch, open the knees wide, sit the hips back on the heels. And come back to child's pose. Just reaching the arms forward, lowering yourself down, resting the head on the mat. And for the next few moments, focus on slowing down the breath, signaling to the body that now is the time to rest. Lift yourself up into a kneeling position. Come and lie down on your back. As you lie down, bend the knees, bring the feet together, and open the knees wide to find Supta Baddha Konasana. Resting the hands either on the belly or the arms by your side. Continue slowing down the breath. Bring the knees together, set the feet on the mat, and gently knock your knees from side to side, coming into a gentle twist. bring the knees back through center, then straighten your legs and relax your arms by your side to settle in for Shavasana, our final posture of this practice. Take any little adjustments you need so that you can be comfortable and be still. Deepen your breath, bringing awareness back to your body. Start to move your fingers and toes, slowly waking the body back up. Inhale and reach the arms overhead, find a full body stretch. Exhale and hug the knees into your chest. Just pausing here, giving yourself a hug, perhaps thanking yourself for showing up for this practice. And roll onto your side and join the back in a seated position. Just keeping the eyes closed for now. Rest the hands on the knees. Sit up tall. And for these final few moments, take this time to savor how you're feeling, to enjoy the sense of peace that you've cultivated, and let it fuel you for the rest of your day. We'll finish by taking a deep breath in and an audible breath out. Inhale deeply. Exhale to let it go. And open your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for your time and energy. It's been a pleasure